beautiful people. The New York disaster has happened. What a fail. What a fail. I'm going to do separate videos for separate things, but today I just want to focus about the following speech. It's a 51 seconds. I truly apologize that you have to listen to it, but there's no other way to go around it, okay? And the catastrophic thing there is, and how Harry is ready now to be completely discarded. Just watch this next clip, beautiful people, and we'll talk about it.
Let's take the car, for example. When the car was first invented, there wasn't a seatbelt. You could smoke inside of your car. And what happened? People started to get hurt. People started to die. So you started to change the car. You would put in safeguards so that this new piece of something that is part of our evolution is adapting to keep people safe, right? Now, even if you're veering off into the lane, maybe you're getting a little sleepy, it'll go beep, 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 bring you right back to where you're safe. And so as we watch the evolution of social media and the internet, what are those same modifications we need to make to ensure that just like that car, we are adapting to the times because people are getting hurt and people, specifically children, are dying. How do we fix that? And I think it will take all of us on so many different levels, from grassroots level, of course, probably to policy.
First off, if there was ever any proof needed that Meghan Markle is not a mother, given the fact that Harry's mother lost her life in a car accident without wearing a seatbelt, we see Harry, Meghan, and Doria sitting in the back of a cab. The cabs are mandatory to have seatbelts. None of them are wearing it. And then we see Meghan Markle with a young child in a car. The child is not in a car seat, and neither of them are wearing seatbelts. So it's very rich of her to talk about how the kids, how the cars have now seatbelts, you know. And then she goes on and talks about how you can't smoke in cars. Yes, you can. If it's your car, you can, you know. I didn't know there was a law that you can't smoke in your car. And third of all, we have there's quite a few things, you know, here that we have going. Then she talks about social media and how toxic it is. Okay, we'll get to that one, but let's just finish right now with this little bit here. And then she talks about, the social media. If you are indeed a parent, you would know that all devices have parental controls where you can control, you can put the age limit, the age of your child, so your child won't be able to get anything on the phone, laptop, or PC that's not appropriate for their age. And this is where parenting comes from, that you have to be on top of your children. Schools usually have when you're in school and you're using their Wi-Fi communications or whatever, you can't download or see certain stuff because they have this if you like, this type of censorship or protection for children. Okay, that's number one. So if you're a good parent, you're on top of your kid. You put the parental controls that are in all devices. So I don't understand what's that. And thirdly, she goes into policy. This is why you see her swallow hard at the end of it, because she knows she's about to enter something. Because, and we all have to band together. And of course, through policy, you see how uncomfortable that is, because policy, she means censorship. Okay? Now, if she is so against social media, why does she say in the cut interview that, oh my God, I may be going back to Instagram? Why haven't they deleted the Sussex Royal Instagram account? If social media is so toxic, delete the Sussex Royal account. Why do you have a dormant Royal account, Instagram account, when you're not using it? Why don't you delete it if it's that toxic? Why? Because it's not that social media is toxic. Yes, there needs to be some regulations, but it's also that she doesn't like to be called out when she lies, when she defames, and when she bullies, which she does very regularly. Just ask her father, ask her sister, ask her entire side of the family, along with the side of the family of her husband. So yeah, so we have a woman who talks that cars now have seat belts while not wearing one, knowing that the mother of her now husband died because she wasn't wearing one. And then she goes in a car with a minor, which is against the law not to have him in a car seat, without any car seat herself nor the child. Third, she claims that you can't smoke in cars, but that's a lie. Fourth, that we need to, they need to be safeguards for devices. Well, they are already. It's called being a parental controls, which clearly, if you were a mother of a child, you would know. If you were a mother of a child, the first instinct for you would be to put that child in a car seat, wearing a proper belt to keep safe and protected. If you were indeed a mother. Even when I go to the supermarket with Henrik when he was so tiny, because it takes 1 second for you to get in a car accident and your child flies all over the place, especially given the fact that, let's not forget, Princess Diana died in a car accident because of not wearing a seatbelt. So she's going in and she's been driven around with her kid without a car seat or being in a car without being in a car seat without the proper seatbelts. And then she talks about censorship, which is really what they're there to talk about. Now, the most interesting part of it all is that none of the parents, given their testimonies, we didn't hear from them. We only saw Meghan Markle in a very, just like they did at the Harlem school, where they brought this carpet, they brought this colorful cushions for her to sit there, and, everything, so that everything was staged. Everything was staged. She was in the center of it all. Harry sitting and the other one looking completely emasculated like an idiot. I don't know what he was talking about. Yeah, but it was all about her. The outfit that she wore, first, it wasn't nice. Number two, it was not appropriate, wearing her entire shoulders naked. This is a parent's thing for grieving parents who have lost everything, and she's giggling like an idiot on stage. You can see how incredibly, and then Carson Daly, how do you feel, Meghan, about what's happened to you? Was about her. What has happened to her? Nothing. She has ostracized, defamed her entire family. What has happened to her? That she's been called a liar? So all the questions were created. It was white flowers, white chairs, white thing, almost half naked, with the shoulders, bearing her shoulders, disrespecting the entire event. And if you go to Archie Foundation, do it privately or with secure thing, and you will see all the pictures are about her. You barely see Harry, just like I'm going to show you right now. This is embarrassing, even by anybody's standards. The black gentleman comes to shake Harry's hand. Look how Meghan cuts in, stops the handshake, so she can just she just cuts in. She can't help herself. And then the gentleman continues to shake Harry's hand. Just look at this. He's coming there, shakes Harry's hand. Meghan cuts in. He continues to shake Harry's hand. The reason why Meghan Markle cut Harry's handshake with this black gentleman here is because her photographer was taking a picture. So she cut off the handshake. She put herself between her, gave this man a hug so she could get that picture. It's in her Archwell Foundation thing. And you can see they cropped Harry out of the picture. Because, of course, let's not forget, this is all about Meghan. If you liked the video, don't forget to click like, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate you guys looking at my videos, tuning in to watch this crazy woman talk to you, give my opinions. Yes, make sure you still subscribe. Thanks for buying the merch, the super chats, the PayPal donations. Thank you very much for all. It's such an insane world nowadays, having two idiots like Harry and Meghan Markle on stage. We didn't get to hear about the parents speaking about their tragedies, just Meghan Markle lecturing and giving word salad and spewing more lies. Because either this woman is cursed, evil, or plain dumb. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Yes, I show you those two videos, one of them, and then the last one was of Meghan Markle's. Actually, that's an actual picture on her website, Archwell. So that's her type of social media, because all the events are about her. It was not about the parents. We didn't hear any of the parents' stories, which actually should have been about listening to the parents' stories. It was all about Meghan and how she thinks that, and again, talking word salad and lying. And if anything, completely convincing me that this woman never gave birth to a child, nor she's involved with a child. And if you have to say, oh, my children are my absolute priority, other than being married to this one, all I'm going to leave now, because I am going to do a video about this, is about this last name, Mayer the Rothschild, age 45 years of age, a billionaire worth over $10 billion, who's dating Angelina Jolie, and whom she was having dinner with because she lied to him, telling him that Prince Harry was going to join them. And when that didn't work out, he told her that he had to leave because he had prior commitments. And this is how you end up seeing Meghan Markle walking the lobbies of Beverly Hills hotels, taking pictures with D-list celebrities or a D-list, I don't know, blogger on the back somewhere. Yeah. So this is where were the parents' stories? I thought that platform was for us to hear the parents' stories, not to hear Harry and Meghan blab and lie their way through. Harry must have been high or drunk. Meghan looking like a complete clown, completely messed up. And you know what's so funny? All the sugars are calling Catherine anorexic and all kinds of things. And yet Meghan Markle is complete skin and bones, and not in a nice way. Because now her narrative is going to be that she was suffering so much that we're going to hear that she's bulimic very shortly. We're going to hear that Meghan Markle is going to claim that she's bulimic because she's suffering so much, just like Princess Diana. And the fact that Project Healthy Minds, and there were only 20 people there, 18 of them were, 10 of them were photographers, and the remainder were some of the parents who told the stories. But isn't it shameful, all of this? What a failure. And, you know, the seven car truck convoy, that is so embarrassing that they managed to get somebody to pay for that convoy. And they managed to get a police car to stop and give them pass so nobody will stop them when they were getting out, just to drive around a block for them to show that they had that convoy of 7 cars that somebody else is paying for. I mean, do you think Meghan Markle is a mother? Do you think that a real mother whose priority of her children would be to put them at high risk without putting them in a car seat, without any seatbelts? Do you think that a parent would not know that there are parental controls and all devices that you can control what your child watches or does? You can even see what they're messaging and stuff if you want to keep them safe. And I mean, policy for regulating, that means censorship and free speech. And by the way, you can still smoke in your car if it is your car. But we didn't get to see the stories, and shame on Carson Daly. You know, and of course, all the questions were curated. It's not like Princess Catherine and Prince William, who actually sat on real chairs and were highlighting the mental health. For them, it's not a one-day job or one-day, what's it called? One-day show. It's their life's work. They do this every day. They've been doing this since way before 2016. In 2016, they established Heads Together. This is not a one-day play show. And everybody lying, Carson Daly, I've been talking to you for a while. No, you haven't. They haven't even been listed at all. And it was just in. Harry and Meghan are going to be joining us. They were not even in the main stage because it was so last minute. And they brought their people to fill out the 20 seats that were there. This is why you don't see a wide angle of the entire element. So do you think that Meghan Markle really is a mother, a concerned one? Do you think that it is a priority for her to be married to Harry? Go to the Archwell, use incognito thing, and you will see that all the events are about her. Her cutting in front of her husband while the gentleman is shaking Harry's hand, and she just literally pushed Harry out of the way because she wanted to make sure there was that picture that you can find in the Archwell Foundation. What a shameful display. What a masterclass in being crass. What a summit for dummies.